do Thursday.
But... Okay. Alrighty. More news from Star Wars Celebration in Japan and Awa. This one about Maul, the Maul cartoon.
A new cartoon. So what does that mean, cartoon? Is it going to be a CG animated, like the Bad Batch and the Clone Wars? Or is it going to be a traditional 2D? What does it mean, cartoon?
And is it going to be like the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?
And, God.
Yeah. Anyway. The one in the 60s was better than that. Anyway, stop.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Dude, I just ate, man. No, but... No,
it's an interesting idea, but it was DW Pro.
There was very few details about it, but there was enough to get an idea what to expect from it.
Basically, it's about Maul setting up his crime syndicate, and they're going to put Darth Talon, in it as his apprentice or assassin or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's speculative, but there's enough, I guess, to reinforce that.
Yes.
It's likely.
Because they would report that, yeah.
It's likely, yes.
Yeah.
And there's something about George Lucas loved the Talon design.
Well, yeah, who wouldn't?
I mean, the hot red Twi'lek.
With body tattoos. Those are the only tattoos I would like to see on a gal.
And he wanted those characters, Maul and Talon, together. Lucas himself.
In his treatment of the sequels.
Which they just might...
have to do now. I think it's a desperate play.
I think that they might try to capitalize on it by saying that it was Lucas's, but he's got nothing to do with the production of it.
Yeah. It's still going to be KK.
Okay, well, there was one time I think I clicked on the wrong Star Wars movie because I saw the red Twi'lek with the tats,
licking lightsabers?
And,
oh my.
And no, it was actually top-notch makeup.
Oh, okay.
It was top-notch makeup.
Production design was great.
No, it was. I mean,
he's still waiting for the behind-the-scenes, audio commentary.
No, the red color, the brain tails, the tats, it was all top-notch. And I mean,
let me guess, the paint didn't smear.
It was no.
Oh my!
And again, it was what you guys probably suspect. It was a prawn parody.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like. No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
it would be called a stag film. Oh.
Seriously, a high quality production value to it with the makeup and everything. It looked really good. It looked like, the best cosplay you would ever see. Or it was movie quality. It was cinematic quality as far as that goes. So I have a pretty good mental image of what Talon would look like.
Well, I just seen the pictures.
And I've seen drawings of it and illustrations.
And there is the thing about that it's 100 years after Return of the Jedi, so it's a completely different, and it's the grandson of Luke Skywalker, or the great-grandson.
Yes.
And he's into death sticks.
Grandson, yes. Which suggests that he had children, which is inconsistent with The Last Jedi.
So
where were his kids?
Yeah, so how...
And who was their mother?
You mean Mara Jade, which they aren't going to do? Because Magic Cowboy said, we just gave you Thrawn. Go play with him for a while. Fuck right off.
I mean, if nothing else, it could be something... Mara Jade was their mother, but she's passed by now or some shit, so they don't have to actually have her in the show, but they can refer to her and mention her.
She used the Force to extract...
And tease us with her.
Extract the goo from Luke without him knowing about it.
Dude.
I'm
just going to leave that one alone.
DeForce, right?
That one's way too easy.
I'm just saying. How are they going to...
Extract the goo from his body with the Force. Oh, my God.
Wow.
What a picture that paints. Woo, talk about prawn parodies.
Well... I did want to be a director in Van Nuys, but, Anyway. To be young again and a robot.
Right, now, let's back up a minute. 100 years after the Battle of Endor?
Yeah. Is when
and Maul is still around.
No. That was where the character came from. Where Darth Talon came from. And she was dealing with Luke Skywalker's grandson or great-grandson. And then they were, because the video game that was being made, Lucas wanted her in that video game, and everybody was like, no, because it's not continuity, right? Blah, blah, blah. And he said he didn't give a shit.
Right.
So I guess maybe that's where the Magic Cowboy gets it from, where he just, I can do what I want.
Well, it's just a video game. It's not like it has to be canon to the...
Does it have to be, right? Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. There's other video games that have characters from different eras.
Like, don't you hate that they try to
look
make...
at Battlefront.
They try to make things canon, like Smash Brothers and Mortal Kombat. Like, it's all... No, it's just a fighting game. What the hell?
Right, it's just a fucking video game.
The hell?
Which is got the Star Wars label on it, and it's got Star Wars imagery, but it doesn't have to be all like, in canon timeline, blah, 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 unless that's the point of the game. Otherwise, you do anything the fuck you want, man.
Yeah, exactly like Battlefront.
Battlefront. They got,
Did you ever play
They got prequel Obi-Wan that you can have running right next to sequel Rey. Or be fighting with Kylo Ren.
Did you ever play the one on the GameCube?
And nobody bitches about that.
Did you play the one on the GameCube?
No.
My nephew had the GameCube, and I love that. And it was so hard to get the AT-AT because it wasn't the snow, but it was, and you had to. And then he got to the black cube that was from a movie, not a movie, a book.
One of the books, yeah.
World Devastator or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And you had a goddamn fucking snow speeder trying to get that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was but it was fun.
And you could attach the cable and trip it with, just like in the movie. But you had to have the hand-eye coordination to pull it off. But
I liked the original PlayStation Battlefront.
Yes.
Because you could be the CIS, and I would always love being the Super Battle Droid.
Yes.
And taking over the galaxy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the first Battlefront was because it not only you had all the different locations and settings, but most of it was recreations of the original battles from the films.
Yeah.
When you're on Hoth, you're in the Battle of Hoth from the movie.
Yeah.
And the objective is to go take out the shield if you're playing the Empire, and if you're playing the Alliance, you have to defend it. And it's a total recreation of the original battle, and same with the Battle of Endor is like that too. They did a really good job on that.
And call me old or whatever, but I still like the Super Star Wars game.
Oh, Star Wars was one of the best Star Wars games ever.
Empire was a bitch, was awful, but Super Return of the Jedi, beautiful.
Yeah. And really, the games Kyle Katarn and Cal Kestis and Jedi Survivor and Jedi Outcast, those were fun. They were good. They were cool games.
Yeah,
with really cool. They were cool and very Star Wars. And I don't know, man. So. I guess I misunderstood a little bit of it because I thought Maul was going to be like in the show.
Yeah.
Well, how's he going to be in the show if it's 100 years after?
No, it's not 100 years after. They're setting it in the time of like Solo, I guess, or that kind of. I don't know really.
No, it would be
Solo, but before Dave Filoni killed him in Rebels.
Yes, it'd be somewhere in between him coming out of being cut in half, and Palpatine, whatever, dismissing him, whatever, whatever the word was, and
Obi-Wan killing him on Tatooine,
and him being out on as an independent, whatever, and building the crime syndicate. But I can't help kind of feeling a little bit of shades of Underworld again.
Right?
It's a way to give us the Underworld without giving us the Underworld.
No. Oh, God.
And it's going to be a cartoon, so they don't have to go to the expense of the live action, and it's not going to cost $4 billion an episode.
And it's gonna show it. It's gonna be shit.
And
I'm just gonna say it's gonna be shit.
It's just that they're taking this Underworld idea
and pulling it apart,
and
stretching it like I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to take that piece, and
man, and
he can take that piece, and let's take that.
and bending it over and drilling for oil, man.
Fuck.
You know, because
Fuck that couch.
It just seems to me. This is just my impression. I really don't have much of anything to reinforce or back it, but my impression is that they're taking the underworld concept, and Dave Filoni is just turning it
apart like fucking warm bread,
cherry picking it, and using the concepts in these things that he wants to take, that he can take credit for,
and that'll be less quality,
and that are again unoriginal,
derivative, and
using George Lucas's concepts, and putting his name on them.
Did Magic Cowboy write for The Big Bang Theory?
Oh, I doubt it.
Because it seems kind of like the same kind of thing. Anyway, let us know what you think.
No, not even close, man.
Like, share, subscribe.